All right, all right, all right. Hello, viewer. It seems we have an viewer. Let's double check my settings over here. Excuse me. Orange juice is coming back to fight me. Okay, so let me just get a shareable link here so I can share it with the world. Sup, Thomas? How you doing, man? How are you? All right, let's turn this on, copy the link, and share with everyone on Discord. It's more authentic that way. You know, there's those auto sharing. Um, whoa, that's loud. There are those auto sharing like bots that you can use, but no one ever clicks on those. You got to be like at everyone. I've decided to do another stream. You can watch it live now. So even though this is like not the thing to do on a live stream, you know, sharing and being distracted, like me reading my messages. But anyway, all right. So we're back doing the daily racing stuff, which I'm stoked about. Hey, Zach, how you doing? You finally got the Coach Dave hoodie. Only now. Holy crap. That's why I stopped sending them. I mean, that's why I stopped the store. Because the online store was just like, it wasn't working. Okay, let's jump to ACC Live. Boom. Okay, so I'm pretty excited. I found a website where I can, for a new monitor stand. At the moment, I'm using a Sparko one, but there's no extra stand on the Sparko rig for an extra screen. The extra screen sits to the left on a table, which has like a swivel mount. And without sounding ridiculous, this is going to sound ridiculous, but I'm getting such a sore neck from looking at the screen on the left. I can't wait. I'm going to order a new monitor stand, which allows me to put a screen above so I can look up to there. But I also need to like find some new mounting points and everything for the camera and for the mic. But man, this, I'm telling you, this looking left thing is as ridiculous as it sounds. It's killing me. Common server list, pull yourself towards yourself because in 3 minutes we got to go live to the sim grid. Oh, why is that already live? That shouldn't be live. Chatty Smithy, if you're watching, mate. I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be live. But anyway, let's just quickly go here. BBC election results. I don't actually use this computer to browse before any of you. Brands Hatch. Got no experience at Brands Hatch. As you can see, I forgot to sign in. So the team have given me an extra slot, which is not allowed, but I'm in. So, boom. Okay, I'm in. We should have a you are registered button here, indicator. You have registered for this event. But anyway, this is all beta. Using it now definitely helps me to understand what we need to be done. Because obviously when I'm away, I'm relying on everyone doing these tests and making this tech while I'm just like on the phone telling them what I want. Got the Dirty Dave cap on. One of one. I made a few of them and no one bought any, so I burnt the rest. I didn't really. No Punterino. So how's everyone's Sunday? I also want to figure out like how do I play uh what's it? Royalty-free music through um how do I play royalty-free music through the what is this thing called? Streamlabs OBS. So that when we don't have engine sound, I can at least have some background music, you know? William, I have no idea. I'm no longer directly involved with Sparko. They gave me the rig. I did some promotion for them. Um, The actual rig itself is awesome, but I need another monitor stand so I stop breaking my neck, because it's genuinely killing me. Liam Murray and definitely not a bird are stewards. Woo-wee! Wait till they have to steward me. Boom, there we go. Okay. I suppose let's just stay with the Merc because I don't like that color. That's the Merc is what I experienced last night. It's probably gonna understeer like cray. But anyway. Okay, let's find. I need to get the setups. Stand by. Setups. Excuse me, just one sec. Tonight I'm gonna just use the quali setup. For a 20-minute race, I think it's enough. Just gonna throw in the fuel, so like, okay, in this case, 10 liters. Mechanical, leave that all the same. Tire pressures, no idea. This is all done by the legends at Coach Dave Academy, so big thanks to James. I've got the open wheel on tonight for baseless. TGT wheel base for Thrustmaster and Acelith mod on a TGT wheel. I'm super bad at this racetrack in this game. Much better in Gran Turismo though. But I absolutely do not enjoy Brands at all. It's not my favorite track. Hey Emmanuel, what's happening, man? This corner here. I never know what to do. In real life, I have a vague idea. Woo. I would personally go for an ultra wide. I don't like the triples. I'm not a big fan, but they do look cool. But I just personally like the ultra wide. I don't like this understeer that I've created on my own. I'm not braking properly. Oh my god. I'm gonna ask the SimGrid devs to create some races which are like in the evening, some night races, some wet races. You guys can tell me what you want and we'll try and make it happen. All the feedback that we kind of react to is all driven by the community. Sometimes I make a dictatorial choice, but yeah. How's the sound, by the way? Can you just give me a fail or not fail in the comments so I know whether to adjust it? Don't worry about this. This is all just details. Just small details in the driving. What's happening, Michael? Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Hamlet is in the chat. He is the head of the SimGrid. Can up my voice a bit. Okay, no worries. Just a teeny. I will once the clock is counted down for quali. Oh, David, just use the brakes, man. Full disclosure, I think that the GT4s are much more fun in this game than the GT3s. And I don't know why you guys choose to race more GT3 stuff than GT4. Because with the GT4s you have more opportunity to manipulate the car mid-corner, whereas the GT3 you've got to kind of commit long before. I don't like the multi-class idea. I think that just running them separately, like just having a GT4 race is cool because you need enough people on the grid for it to be interesting. That's cool. Oh, this is fun. This is definitely fun. I think we should have every hour should be a GT4 race and a GT3 race. What do you say? I think multi-classes have failed. Not just in the game. Not at all. Just the concept of multi-class with GT3s and GT4s I don't like. It's different when it's the like prototypes versus GTs. I have a different opinion about that. Don't ask me why, I just do. I just don't think sim racing is well suited to the speed differentials and the difference in driving and all that stuff and how it affects the race and everything. It's just not the way that sim racing is suited. Single class racing, to me, personally, on a sim is better. So I'd be stoked if we had some GT4 and GT3 races every day on the daily race system. Much better. Come on, stay there. There we go. Okay, you want the voice up. I mean, the voice is pretty high already. Let me just tweak the engine volume then a little bit. It's not like Drive Club, that I can assure you. Alpha, you gotta go to beta.thesimgrid.com. beta.thesimgrid.com. We're eventually actually going to move all of our we're going to move all of the SimGrid over to this new platform. So what happened when you tried to register, out of interest? Because I mean, obviously everything's full. Yeah, I've tweaked the game volume a little bit. I need to buy another. I need to buy a pedal cam to set up that. Okay, let's go do some quali. So it's only. Come on. I was only 3/10 off in the warm up. No, that's not how you warm up your tires. Woo. Oh, okay. Sorry, mate. I suppose we have to figure that out. We have to figure out what's going on. Did you type in the password correctly? I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas. It could be that the grid, because I got snuck in, and I maybe kicked someone out. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, you can mention the whole thing because it's linked to your Steam ID, so no one can use the password anyway. Only the people who have registered beforehand are able to enter the server. Hey Todd, what's happening, dude? feel you, McLaren, I feel you. Oh! Woo! No, too greedy. That's the thing with Pirelli. Ah, whatever. Gonna park it. Maybe there's still time for one more. 1 minute 47. I don't think so. No, no ways. Trying. Porsche is more difficult. Outlap of my life? Maybe. France, what's happening, man? No! Just ran out of time. Let's just see what the lap would have been anyway. Ah, tires are cold. Well, not ideal optimum temperatures, so. There is the number above the gear's potential lap time. No, I don't think so. Okay, let's adjust the setup for the race. As I mentioned, I'm going to use my quali setup today. As always, Coach Dave, goodness. RG, I used to do some lap guides and stuff. But all my sim racing has been on pause recently. My FOV is whatever the standard is. When you switch cameras, like with the camera switcher, that's what I use here. So nothing special. Yeah, GT4s is an amazing DLC. It just everyone wants to drive the fastest cars, so they naturally gravitate towards the GT3s. Can you do some Porsche content? To be honest, not really. It's not my favorite car in the game, so I don't really play it. Let me just share on Twitter. Should I be on the grid yet? What do you think? 32 seconds to go. Let me just double check my setup. Have I got enough fuel in this bad boy? Let's go 45 to be safe. And again, the tire set changed on its own. Okay. Boom. Boom. I hope I tweeted the right thing. Okay. What rig do you have? Michael Wilson. I got a Sparko rig and Thrustmaster wheel and pedals. TGT wheel and TLCM pedals. Ride those brake discs, man. Use the brake discs to warm up the car. Oh, to warm up the tires. If that works, and it must work in ACC. I don't think I've ever started on pole in ACC. Ever. Whoa, that Porsche was aggressive. Hello. Did you see how aggressive that Porsche was? This is online. These are all humans that I'm racing against. Gabriel, last night I got smoked, so this is a rare occurrence, me leading a race. They're gonna catch me in the end here. 20-minute races. Whoever asked that, F Smiths, 20-minute races. Oh, that was too early. There's no mods in ACC, gents. It's all available in the settings. Who's got the controls to get Kevin muted? Someone mute Kevin. Probably should have tweaked the tire pressures a little bit, eh? We'll just move the brake balance forward. Can you? No, that's rearward, man. Forward. And tweak TC up. TC. Oh shit. I was not meant to do that. Pressure loss at right rear is actually not a bad thing considering my tire pressures. If they could just have a pressure loss on the left rear as well, that would be great. This battle behind us. Let's calm down. right front this time. Martin's coming. Oh, he's coming. No, he ran wide. He ran wide. That's the break I needed. I got a slow puncture because I was hitting curves, but it's not a slow puncture, it's like the tire temporarily moves off the rim. Like, I think they've exaggerated a bit too much in the game, because in real life it's not that sensitive. It's common with a Pirelli tire when it's cold and you have low pressure. Then you have to avoid the curves as much as possible. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, he made another mistake. David's about to make his first big mistake of the race. Dude. I won a race in ACC. I actually won an online race in ACC. Only in the slow classes, not in the GD3s. Next race, which is in 20 minutes, is in the GD3s. I think at Laguna, which is my worst. Okay, so is it a ranked race? DJ. Jesus Christ. DJ, that name has gotta go, my man. It's gotta go. So the race is not ranked yet, but we are gonna eventually turn these into ranked servers and stuff like that. So for those of you just tuned in, we're testing out the new daily racing feature from the SimGrid. Will there be a SimGrid PS4 league? We're still trying to see if we can control the servers there. We're still trying to control the servers. So it's not set yet. But hopefully one day we can make it for PS4 and Xbox. I'm not making any promises. Alrighty, so what are we going to do for the next 15 minutes? Need to figure that part out about this show. Because now we have this cool, like, we do 3 races in a night. Oh, you know what I can do? I can do some Academy Cup practice because, what's the password? Because I'm going to do the race tomorrow, which is another live stream. How's the FPS on PS4 Pro? No idea. No idea. Where's the server information? Hang on one second. Let's quickly do some some Porsche Cup practice before the next server opens. Michael, what's the server password for the Porsche Cup practice? Please let me know. For tomorrow's Academy Cup, the Academy Cup practice. What's the server password? Tomorrow I'm taking part in the Academy Cup, my gents and ladies who are watching. Maybe it's here in the live chat. No, I can't find it. Why can't I see? Yeah, I'm using this add-on, Acelith. Acelith. I need to find the freaking server details, man. It should be displayed on the website because I'm registered for the event. Oh, I'm not logged in. That's the problem. That is the problem. That's why. Log me in. Yes, log me in. Authorize. Okay, I think now it will work. Even though we only have like 15 minutes to go. Let's see. No. Why is it not working? Why are there no server details? Let's just try. Okay. It's the same as the race. As always, we need to get a setup for this bad boy, so the Academy Cup is something that we put together to help promote our new Porsche Cup setup stuff. So it's sponsored by Coach Dave Academy, and there's even prize money for this, which is sick. Where are we? Zandvoort. Okay, so setup, load. And we had like a record amount of entries. The moment we opened up this series, it got filled up. So there's like 4 or 5 splits, I think. And I'm going to take part in 2 of the events. M8 or M10? I think M8. Dirty Dave is back. Let's just go with the race setup for now. Just do a couple laps. I've never driven the Cup car. So let's just give this a poke and see. Surprised that it's got tire warmers. Whoa! This thing is a beast. I can see the tire marks already. Woo! Key to this corner is treat it as a hairpin. Don't think of it as a 90-degree. Oh baby, look at the curb riding. On the power sliding. Don't brake where you brake in a GD3. Doesn't work. Tej! Yes, man. I built it for us, dude. Inspired entirely by Gran Turismo's dailies. And we're just testing them out. We're just testing it out. Not right now. Right now I'm doing quick practice for 10 minutes before the next daily race, which is at Laguna. I'll give you a tour in a second, my man. Because you can also join in. If you have a gaming PC, because it's not available on console, but if you have a gaming PC and you're playing ACC, you can join in whenever you want, my man. So P3, 1 second away. Oh my god, imagine that in real life. No. This guy's amazing. Tomorrow's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, I've got a vague idea. Doot, 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 doot. Stalling in muscle memory. What's the lap record by my team there? So, Coach Dave Academy. Just quickly check here. Car setups. So what I do? 39.0. So what did James Parker or Gregor do? Probably at 36.0? Hmm. Oh, 36.9. 36.9. Did I put the right setups in there? Yeah, I did. 36.9. Okay. So 39.0. I'm only 2 seconds away. Only 2 seconds. Okay, Tej, quick preview. So basically, like you, I'm a massive Gran Turismo fan. So I wanted daily racing in ACC. Doesn't exist right now. Could be that they build it one day. Not sure. So at the sim grid, where we have our like normal event stuff, like here, like I was just practicing now for Academy Cup. I decided to I got some developers to make something that's more like daily racing in Gran Turismo. At the moment, it's just one server per hour because we're still just testing. beta.thesimgrid.com. And basically, you come in here, you log in with your Steam ID, and then you click on any event. And when you're logged in, there's a register button on top right if it's not full. And you click on that to register for the event. I see there's a Misano one later, so I'll register for that one. I like Misano. And yeah, it takes your Steam ID, stores it in an entry list so no one else can like steal your entry, and then you're good to go. And they're every hour at the moment, but it's just one server per hour, so only 40 people per hour. But what we're doing now is every time you finish a race, we're taking your results and ranking you. So eventually we'll have like proper seeding and stuff like iRacing and stuff like that. So yeah, you can join here. It's completely free at the moment. We will have a membership fee eventually when it's live, like out of beta, like $7 a month, ish, I think. And then yeah, the $7 a month isn't going to stop people from like if you aren't a member, you can still race, but you won't get preference on the entry list. So, you know, if we only have 3 servers running on an hour, the members will get first choice on those entry lists before the non-paying member. So, so alpha, it could be 10. I haven't decided. It's like between 7 and 12 is like what I was thinking. But you know, if we make it free, then we'll have many more servers and much more people racing, and that's kind of what I want to do. Like at the moment, the sim grid is completely free, which to me is like utopia. That's what I want, and the way that I'm able to pay for that is with Coach Dave Academy. So I don't know, making the racing free, and then if you want, you can buy a setup if you want. Um, that that so far has at least allowed me to like make elements of the sim grid. And yeah, as long as I can do that for now, I will. But obviously, there's going to be a point where I want some to offer like premium features, but that we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So anyway, so Tej, there you go. Whenever you like want to race with your community, you can do that. Or if you want to like create content around ACC, but you know the races are very difficult to enter, and most of the league racing is at least 1 hour. It's at least 1 hour. So at the end of the day, what we want to do is like this. The daily racing stuff is going to offer some like sprint races, which is what I'm doing now, 20-minute races, and then there'll be some 1 hour races as well. So Aiden, I hope we can make this on console, but it doesn't look like it yet. It's going to be, at the moment we're changing the track per day. At the moment we're changing the track per day. But what I want to do is like I want to keep the same track combos for 3 days, so it gives people time to practice perfect, exactly like I did in GT Sport. Like I love GT Sport because I could at any time of the day. So here's the daily race. It's highlighted here. We're at Laguna, right? Ulti, quick! What's the Laguna? What's the best Laguna car? Ulti, quickly, 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 quickly! I don't want to race Ferrari tonight. Let's go with oh no, not the BMW. I was hoping you would say the BMW. Oh, not the Porsche. Oh, let's go with the Nissan. I love that in GT Sport at any time of the day, I could take part in a race online. And that at the moment is what's missing in ACCs. Like they have the competition servers, but it's not what I'm looking for personally. So let me just get the setups for this. I've never driven the Nissan. So yeah, this is our attempt at helping the community get more racing done. And also because of the format, it makes it more streamer friendly, because you can do a race, have a chat like I'm doing now, do another race, have a chat. Very much like we did in Gran Turismo Sport. So I'm copying two ideas here. I'm copying iRacing and GT Sport to make a hybrid for ACC. Now keep in mind, oh, that's loud, that ACC could launch this tomorrow. You know, could very, very well be that I'm spending money on a very bad idea here. But for now, we're waiting. And I do have a very close relationship with ACC, so it was kudos. So yeah. So this is my solution. I wanted that, like, I work from home. So let's say at lunchtime, in between work, I want to go around on ACC and race against some guys. This is where I'll do it for now. So, and I can ban people, yeah. So once the seeding stuff works correctly, we'll hopefully be able to put people in the right servers. So you'll register for a server, and then it will give you the server name that you're part of and the password. No, ACC, they do enough for me, guys. They're amazing. They put my logo in the game. That's ridiculous. I didn't load the setup. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. That's very true. I will sort that out after I figure out which way this track goes. What stops people from joining the server without registering? You sign in with your Steam ID, and when you register for the server, the entry list is created using Steam IDs. So even if you have the password, if you didn't register and your Steam ID is not on the entry list, you won't be able to get in. So that's a cool little system where anyone can know the password actually, but if you're not registered with your Steam ID, you can't get into the server in the first place. And that's kind of how we will manage the seeding as well, because we'll check who's quicker than who, and we'll see who's quicker than who, and then we'll create the entry lists using the grid ranking, which we're going to be making. It's going to be called grid ranking, and yeah. Crowd feels pretty good with the safe setup. So all of these like servers at the moment have like a 5-minute practice, which allows everyone to get in, 10-minute quali, and then a 20-minute race. No, this is not the main race. This is just practice. We're just in practice. I'm really bad at this track, guys. Really, really, really bad. Wow, the sound is so good. Trackfest, how you doing, my man? Yeah, so anyone can sign up. Again, we only have one server per hour, and like they fill up so quickly. But you can already sign up for tomorrow's races, for example. So, you know, it's all there. Like the choice is yours. Again, right now, like we are just testing, gents. It's all for free. Have fun, but don't get angry if you don't get in because we are just testing. Yeah. So this exactly. Chad is the developer. Chad Smith, ladies and gentlemen, SimGrid developer. I know you can see the setup. Doesn't matter. Do you favor more tight? Okay, let's give this a go, yeah? Quali time. This is the classic zero practice sort of session. But I figured if I could do zero practice at Spa in real life and jump into a wet night quali, then it's not going to be too bad on the sim route. Yeah, Pierre, definitely. I mean, I want to create a beginner server which allows for all driving aids and the racing line. So that's purely for like real starter amateurs. Who just want to get into the game and have no judgment. Like, just go out there and like learn your way around and use our SimGrid servers as a way to enjoy the competition at an amateur level, as opposed to like the heavy pro stuff where you have to install setups and all that nonsense. And the amateur service will be for people with the low grid ranking, of course. Whoa! So if you do stuff like that, your grid ranking is going to drop. If we can find a way to make servers for console, trust me, I'm going to be on Chad's case to do that. But the problem is we can't rank you or anything. Woo! It's very snappy. We still have time. We still have 7 minutes to go. Let me just change the tires. Okay, Davide, pull your shit together. Please try to stay on track. Gents, you're killing me with the screen here. I'm gonna move you up there soon. I can't wait. feel you, brother. I feel you.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Yellow flag in sector 3. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Yellow flag on. Watch out in front. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag on. Watch out.
This car's way more twitchy than I thought.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Running main, this is main, this is nice. There's a slow car up ahead.
Whoa! This car sounds so good.
Run on main, fastest lap so far. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Come on!
Session is now
Woo!
underway.
That was not bad. I didn't bottle my lap. Stoked. Stoked. Dinosaur gaming. That's not what we experienced, mate. Jeez. At Nürburgring yesterday, I gotta say, at least at the top 10, we had like wildly good racing. I was shocked. I was expecting to get absolutely sent. Dracula Fury, people requested softer sound, but I will happily turn it up a touch, because to me it looks soft as well, to be honest with you. Next GD race is next week. Why can't I just minimize that? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem with the mouse. Hello, mouse. Where are you? There you are. Just 1 second. Let's just crank that up a little bit. No, I was on the Coach Dave setup, naturally. Okay, so well, 22.4, and let's see what the Coach Dave lap time was. We have 2 minutes to go. So let me just go to Coach Dave Academy just quickly, just 1 sec. Listen. Ulti, thanks for the rec. Thanks for recommendation, my brah. Gents, this could be the last race of the night, by the way. Boy, Laguna, 21-1. Oh my god, the Academy aliens are too quick for me. 21-1. Holy F. It's okay, no practice. Straight into the R. I'm gonna go with the race setup this time because of tire pressures. 40 liters of fuel. Ciao Rui, como estai? Or how do you say it in Portuguese? Yeah, Tim, if you bottom out in any car at Bathurst, you DED. Okay. Full send into T1, gents. Or not. Oh, this is a nice warm-up period. It's not straight into the... I'm stoked with that quali. Alright, alright. I figured out yesterday why my GT3 tires were blue. It's because you got to stay in the setup menu. I forgot that. It's been a while. It's been a while. Been a while. Been a while. Okay, 20 minutes of Laguna. My least favorite racetrack.
Double fire.
Actually, I think Bathurst is my least favorite. By the way, we're committed to the engine sound now, by the way. So we can't change the engine sound now. So if it's too soft or too loud or whatever the case is, sorry. Let's warm the brakes. After this, Le Mans is my favorite track. Yes, Super Cubic, you're right. Most likely going to send it into someone as opposed to like around someone. I'm going to send it into someone. Someone remind me to talk about force feedback after this. I have an update on my feelings about force feedback settings.
Green light, go, go, go.
I wasn't meant to shift a second.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
Race setup is much softer. Less bottoming out, more compliance.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Running man, this is me, what's the rest? Yellow flag in sector 3. Yellow flag, be careful. Running man, what's the rest?
Oh, so close on the lap times. Drakvis, this is the SimGrid servers, not public. Although anyone can sign up, but it's not a public server in the classic sense. These are all SimGrid drivers.
There's the guy with the car in front in sector 3. Yellow flag in sector 1.
That was a lap. That was a lap.
Another maiden distance by you crossovers.
Poor Audi has no chance in a straight line.
Losing time to the car in front is
Thanks, Chad. Gotta calm down the hands. Drive smooth again. Whoa. Hey, GRT Racer 294, how you doing, my brother? I have no feeling in my right hand.
Yeah,
Come
definitely. That
on!
sounded
This is a much better lap. Ow. Oh, BMW makes a mistake! Full commitment up the hill.
car on the right. Clear on the right.
Come on! This must be the last lap. I mean this next one.
Yeah, because it's quite a lap.
Yeah, I thought so. 1 minute left in the game.
Leader has finished the race.
This is highly addictive. This is highly addictive.
Excellent job, mate. P4
Wow.
on the podium. Nobody can beat that
Honestly, I
result.
haven't had this much fun in ACC in such a long time because it's quick races. I've really enjoyed the quick races. Of course, the endurance stuff is cool as well, but like the endurance stuff takes so much practice, and this is like no practice fun. You know, that was so fun. Okay, are you calm down? 43, so 17 minutes to the next one. Awesome, awesome race. Thank you. Awesome. Yes, force feedback. Okay, gents. Okay, so a quick one on force feedback. Something that all wheel manufacturers have not gotten right is the weight of steering while still being easy to turn. I don't know how to explain that, but if you get a DD wheel and you jack that thing up with a lot of weight, it's like impossible to feel the car and feel the weight of the car and everything. You just have this heavy force. It's like you can't have both. You can't have good force feedback, which is communicative, and heavy steering. Okay, this is true for all the DDs that I've driven. and the belt-driven ones. The belt-driven ones, they can't give you that much force to begin with. The belt-driven ones, though, they do give at least some fidelity, so there is that. Are we stuck on this livery? Is that the only livery we get? Anyway, where am I going with this? When I was at Monza, um, in the GT3 and GTE, let me just turn this down. I was paying a lot of attention to how the steering felt in Curva Grande, which is after the first chicane, that long right-hander. And I was made aware of how heavy the steering got through the long right-hander. And I was sitting there the whole time, despite actually racing there, okay? I was comparing it to sim racing because I wanted to be like, okay, let me pay attention for a little bit on the feeling of force feedback versus what it feels like in a real car. And Curva Grande is a good example. So going through Curva Grande, the steering does weigh up, because I've always told you that the steering is very light in a GT car. It is. When you're turning and you're changing direction, it's not that heavy. Obviously a bit heavier than this, but it's not that heavy, okay? However, going through Curva Grande made me much more aware of the weight of the wheel in my hands and where it was loading up. So it wasn't loading up in my wrists, for example. It was loading up much more like here. And after the Spa 24 hour, where I did almost 11 hours, I did 10 hours of driving at Spa, it was here that was sore. So that like sort of holding the steering in, especially through Blanchimard, that weight that runs through the wheel is not a heaviness that you feel in a DD or even a heavy belt-driven wheel. The unique thing about the racing one is, despite it being heavy, you still have incredible fidelity that's running through your hands. And I'm not talking about the stuff that goes through your bum, because there's different communications. If you have vibration at the rear, for example, then free practice is over. Then you feel the vibration in your seat. Whereas if it's coming from the front, you mostly feel it through your hands. And I was just wondering, like, either what settings can we run, or what steering wheel can we develop where there's still this weight while adding the lightness, because if you change direction, it's very light, and having the fidelity. I haven't found a wheel yet that gives me that thing, and I wanted to bring that up here because we're always talking about what's the steering weight, what's your force feedback settings. Usually my force feedback settings, like in ACC, they're default. Whatever the default is here, I don't adjust anything here. I don't change anything. Road effects, I don't even remember what that's about. I suppose we should just turn it up. I don't know. Hey, Quinetix, how you doing, my man? What has ACC got right about real life racing? Oh, so much. Really, a lot. The sounds, the braking, the braking sound. Could you be bracing yourself against the G using the wheel? No, you shouldn't. So that's another thing. The reason I started to pay attention to this is you should hold the steering wheel tight, loose. So as much as possible, if you're conscious of it, you should be holding the steering wheel like you have toothpaste with the lid open. Okay? So you mustn't be squeezing the steering wheel. That will destroy you physically. Okay. So the reason I was paying attention to it was I was holding the steering light, and as I was going through the corner, I realized how much I was bracing myself here and slowly starting to squeeze the wheel. And I took my one hand off the wheel just to get a feeling. And it's actually quite impressive how much load there is through Curva Grande. I didn't realize that. Christian, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, because I've used a lot of DD wheels. Where, yeah, the steering lock, forget about that. Where the sensation is not, it's just not the same. It's like you can't you can't mimic that heaviness that we're getting in real life. Also because in real life, like when you go through a corner, Curva Grande, your whole body is loaded up. There's a different way that your body is bracing while you're holding a heavy steering wheel. if you make the steering wheels too heavy in a sim, in a rig, it's not the same, because when you turn a corner, your body's not moving. There's no force pushing you left or right. It's just this thing becomes so heavy. And it's not like that in real life. Like, there's this element of momentum, that momentum which reduces the feeling of the sense of the weight in the wheel, which we can't replicate, in my opinion, in the calibration of force feedback. Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure that. So let's just quickly do two laps, just because we have time before the next race. I think I signed up to it. For those of you just joining, we're doing some daily racing. And I know I'm going through. I know for those of you who know this, have seen this 1,000 times, but we have this thing on beta.simgrid.com, the SimGrid. Okay, and we have this daily racing vibe going on. So every night at each hour at the moment we're testing daily racing. Oh, look, for those of you who want to race, there's 13 places available in this next one. All you have to do is log in top right and then click on the daily race and then press register. So if anyone wants to take part and race against me now, there's 13 spots available in this Misano GT4 race. And again, it doesn't matter if you see the password because it's assigned to your Steam ID. So see you, Chad. Okay, so let's quickly bang in a lap here. Just a lap. Anyway, that was my spiel about force feedback, which I haven't felt yet in a wheel. Mostly because if you go too heavy, it's not the same kind of heavy that you feel in real life, which is aided by momentum. So I don't know how you could replicate that. And I've been in rigs which are like over €1 million. But to be honest with you, even the €1 million rigs, I drive them sometimes and I'm like, who the hell calibrated this thing? Motion rigs are the worst, by the way. The best one I've played in is with Harry Potter. Cam is off. Yeah, because we're running off the desktop. We're just streaming the screen. Come on. Give me the wheel. I want to do one lap. One lap. Okay. Lunatics, you're crazy. Lunatics, have you ever commentated on SimGrid? Would be cool to have you on if you haven't done it already. I have a feeling that you have. Fruit Loop, yeah. Nothing comes close to the simulation of a GT3 car than ACC. I'm sorry, but iRacing does good jobs in like Formula cars and or Formula 3 and their Mazda, but their GT3 cars feel nothing like real life. And in my opinion, these cars do feel something like real life. So. Okay, so this is just with default setup. I feel like engine sound is too soft and everything else is too high, because why can I barely hear this car? Oh. Yeah, this definitely doesn't rotate like the SimGrid. I mean, like the Coach Dave setup that Ulti and James worked on at Gregor. It does ride curves though, but it's got much more understeer. RIP. So the reason I'm practicing here is for the Academy Cup thing tomorrow. But we're going to do one more race on the dailies and then sign out. Sayonara. Safe setup is terrible. Screw that. I need to try the proper setup. By the way, there's prize money for this race tomorrow. Woo! The winner gets a whopping $70 in split one. Okay, one lap banzai. And then gotta log into the other server. 38.9 compared to a 26.9. 2 seconds to go before I'm on the pace of the actual setup itself. We'll just ignore that and go to our final race of the eve. So thank you for tuning in so far, honestly. These are actually very high viewership figures for me. Even before, even during lockdown, when I was doing more streaming, like this is much more. So I appreciate it. RDG, yeah, dude, you do feel oversteer in this steering wheel, definitely. Holy moly. Something happened to the stream there, but I didn't see your comments for a while. Oh my god. Okay, Bunatex, drop me a message in Discord and we'll get you commentating. Brian T, yes. For the Porsche setups, absolutely. We have aggressive and safe setups for the Porsche. It's the only one, it's the only setup in the Coach Dave Academy which has options for both because it's so aggressive. Okay, we're sticking to the Merc, I suppose. Misano. I don't like VR. We need a setup for here. Oh my god. Stand by. We're going straight into qualifying without practice. Without even a lap. But I think we have a vague idea of how the car handles now, so we should be okay. Holy F. Yeah, by the way, if you're still watching, click on Bunatex's name, follow him on YouTube. He makes pretty cool videos, guys. So, Bunatex, yes, I advised a little bit on the Evo, which I still need to check. I need to do some more checks on it. I haven't had a chance. I should have tested it today, but anyway. Yeah, you guys, seriously, follow Bunatex. Let's just sit here while we wait for the countdown. Do I enjoy Misano? I don't know. I haven't actually done a race here before. I mean, I haven't done a race here in the game. In real life, I do enjoy the track, but it's very much like a go-kart track for cars. Like, very strange. But man, I had one of the most aggressive comeback drives I've ever had in my life around here. Which I never actually put on YouTube. I want to do that. I'm trying to figure out ways that I can show you onboard story segments in between my runs without putting them on YouTube and having to edit them and all that stuff. So I'll figure out a way to get my videos onto this computer. Oh, don't worry, dude. Most of us don't like tracks we're bad at. That's why I don't like Laguna, for example. Max is going to be a stream on Monday and on Wednesday as well. So, but then it stops for a while because I have to go away again, which is a bummer. I lost count of the kinks. Secret to this track, by the way, at least from my real life experience, is to try and avoid going into the corners too quickly. If you go in too fast, you're going to lose coming out. The priority is to get to 100% throttle sooner than the next person. Not get on the power early, but get the car rotated and pointed straight earlier than the other person so that you can get to 100% throttle. And that means going in a little bit slower. Yeah, I wish that the track limits wasn't an issue around here. Really. That's a downer. Okay, it's quali time. 10 minutes quali, 10 minutes quali. Hold times, baby. I also got caught out. Ah, this cap is hurting my ears. Lunatics is a weight race on, I think Thursday. We're having a Rainmeister event. Or Tuesday or Thursday. And you're welcome to join there as a commentator if you want. Brad, what's happening, man? This is what happens if you're going too quickly. Delays that point where you can get on the power. Yeah, this track is really fun in a GT4. Oh. By the way, the king of GT4s, I think the best in the world at the moment, is James Parker, who comes from the Academy, Coach Dave Academy. The guy is an absolute machine in his cars. He's like a freak. What is this guy doing? He's going too fast in. James, if you're watching, mate, it would be cool to do a daily race with you. The mini-map's on the left, mate. Isn't it? What else there is there? I think this is the right one. It's on the left. Oh, it's under my driver name. I mean my streaming camera. Don't comment and drive, Dave. No, it's not flat. Yeah, there's a huge difference between a sim racer and a real life driver. Massive difference, honestly. It's mostly around the attitude and the approach to racing more than anything else. Like if I tweet a video from my real racing, which has like aggressive driving in it, from me or my opponents, it's always the sim racers who are like, he should have got a penalty, he should have been banned. And the real racers are like, wow, that was amazing fighting, like really tough, hard racing. So that's the biggest difference I've seen. And keep in mind, a lot of sim racers are very fast because they can do infinite amounts of practice. Obviously the exceptions, look at James Baldwin, guy's a machine. But again, it's an attitude thing, because a lot of sim racers want the server, for example, to be in exactly the same conditions that they will find it in the race. But that doesn't exist in real life. The Thursday practice that we do is not going to reflect the Sunday race in real life. So a real racing driver, well, is more open to change and variables compared to most sim racers that I know. But it's just, again, it's wrong to compare the two directly. Like, there's nothing wrong with the sim racer wanting it as the conditions would be in real life. So, yeah, but honestly, the paychecks are few and far between for most drivers. And in sim racing, at least you don't have to pay for your own travel. So, in real life racing, you have to pay before you can get paid. That doesn't exist in sim racing.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Now, Alexander, there's lots of phenomenal crossover drivers. I'm just talking about the attitude. The majority of the people who have raced, who I've met in sim racing, have a different approach to the real drivers. It's not a question of speed. Trust me, most top sim racers are fast also in real life. I was a sim racer, I went to real life, was pretty quick. So, yeah. What makes a good crossover driver? Adaptability. The ability to adapt and not complain about different conditions. I mean, you take the whole thing that we like. I have a trainer. He teaches me, it's like, if something changes, don't get irritated by it. Accept the challenge and be the best at changing for that challenge. Be the best at being prepared for that challenge. And that is really one of the core things that I've seen in sim racing. We had a guy from the other day who quit the Spa 24-hour sim grid race because when he practiced on the server, it was more wet than when the race went on. Now, in the race, it had exactly the same settings as the practice server. It just so happened that the weather never came. But he was so upset that he'd put all this practice into a wet server and then it was dry that he quit and he left the sim grid. Now, in real life, you can't look up to the sky and say, why aren't you raining today? I practiced on Thursday in the rain. It doesn't exist that way. So, yeah. But I mean, in how do you go from sim racing to real racing and at what age? Money, my friend. Alpha, I'm sure it's a question of calibration, but also you have to factor in the lateral forces you experience from driving, and then almost deduct that force from the force that's coming through in the wheel, because those lateral forces help you turn the wheel as well. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a sim racer out there who's very upset with my analogy, but again, I have massive respect for sim racers. What I've learned more and more is that the two disciplines are actually very, very different. Being a fast racing driver means nothing when you get into a sim with it with top sim races. And being a fast sim driver does not mean you're going to be a fast real life driver. It's it doesn't guarantee you anything because the disciplines and the way that you drive are so different, so different. During the season, I've played less online to avoid developing the habits that I have in sim racing when I've compared to when I'm driving the real car. Where I find the most value in sim racing is in the mental side, like understanding myself when I'm qualifying, my physical attributes, if you will, when I get nervous and stuff. So I don't I think the fear factor is overvalued. I really do. I really think it's overvalued. People are like, oh, but there's it, I haven't seen fear affect the real life top drivers. I haven't seen fear affect them when it comes to putting in this crazy lap around the Nordschleife. I really haven't. And I think a lot of sim racers will get over that very quickly,
Going
especially
double
if you're
fine.
young. Really do.
Low car graphics, stay away from curbs. Green light, here we go. Car on left.
Whoa!
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Moving
Oopsie.
fast in few minutes. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
want to get that apex at some point today. I've missed it every time. Super cubic would be very disappointing. He'd say I'm being very sloppy. Oh, oopsie. I don't think he intended to do that, but in sim racing, that's a penalty. He definitely didn't intend it, but wow, that was a send into T1. Holy crap! Oh, that's a cut. This is Misano. I'm an idiot. Come on! Need to catch Robinson. I think Scattergood should not have given up there. I think he could have caught that. Overcorrected. Guy's driving well. He's definitely driving well. This is a strategic error. Whoa. Easy, buddy. Easy, easy, easy. Super aggressive. And he's gonna cry when I hit him? No, it's all good, we're all good. Halfway through the race. 10 minutes to go. Oh, scheiße. I'm one track limit away. I'm getting murdered. Oh! Oh, 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 oh! Thank God for this radar, guys. Thank you for pushing me to get it on. Scheiße. My God, das muss das gehen. Careful, guys, I'm gonna get track limits if I'm freaking reading the comments. I'm one away from absolute death. This guy's tapping the brakes a lot to get direction change. In my opinion, that's the wrong way. He's defending a bit too much for his good, but look at that. Another tap of the brakes. finally I got the apex I've been wanting to. I wonder how drivers would react to the idea of something coming from sim racing into real life. It happens all the time. All the time. I tuned my braking in the sim. Oh, here comes the spin. I tuned my braking from sim racing. That's where I improved my braking. Took it to real life. Oh my god. This is amazing. Come on. That was amazing. It's becoming a four-way fight here. Don't forget, this is not over. I'm one track limit penalty away from a drive-through, so I could still mess this up. What would make this race even more fun? Thanks, Gregor. Welcome to the streamer, man. What would make this more cool is evening, like sunset vibes. That's how we race Misano in the sprint series. When you're going through the kinks, you cannot see where you're going. You're blind. It's amazing. It's amazeballs. Robinson's right there. There's it. He went in too hot there, definitely. Yeah. Poor guy in third place. Loero. Lorero? Lorero. Sorry, my man. On the freaking last lap. That was good. I think that was good. That was a lot of fun. Holy F. I watched the last 1 hour of British GT. It was very good. As always. James Baldwin did an amazing job. What lap was it on? Oh, bang! Duncan, not that far actually. Until if the guy leaves the door open, there's a move in real life. In racing here, you need to be basically past him before it's classed as a valid move. Oh no, I don't get to watch it. What a gent. 241 gave the space. Robinson. That was amazing racing. That was very, very cool. James Baldwin, lap 1 overtakes. Hey, Carl. Dude, that was amazing. It was a very, 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 very fun race, dude. Thank you. Freaking love that. I don't know what to say. I'm just watching like you guys. Here's the tap, I think. Server's out, so I can't return to garage. Let's just watch this last little bit. I set the... Dude. It's in the description. It's in the description. Instead of typing, you could have read the description. Oh, this was fun. Yeah, this was awesome. Hey Ben, I'm so sorry about that send that you got there, man. This would have been an awesome four-way battle. Found it. Thanks. No worries, man. No worries. ACC. Do you think they should loosen the track limits at T4? Nah. Stay in the white lines, I suppose. Alrighty. Return to garage. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. And I'll be back online tomorrow to do the Academy Cup. So tune in for that. I think it's at 7:30 or something. 7:30. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. And don't forget, if you guys want to do this stuff, you can, because the daily racing is every day at the moment. So what do we got tomorrow? Tomorrow, okay, there's only 14 spots left, but we got uh, Bathurst, Brands Hatch, GD4 is always open. Look, there's lots of spots for tomorrow. Lots of spots. So, oh, this time zone is in your time zone. So if you visit the website, it will show you to you in your time zone. What you're seeing here is UK time zone at the moment. All right, gents, thank you so much for watching, and ladies, I really appreciate it. And until the next one, catch you on the next lap.